Both my parents professional tennis players at a high level. My dad won a major in doubles and got to the semifinals 4 times in majors and singles, and very good player. My mum was top 20 in the world at tennis as well. And then post tennis, they were both great tennis coaches. Kind of grew up with that background, started playing tennis. My sister and I both started with tennis. And then gradually for me, it was more around the 10, 11, 12 age that I started to transition over into golf. I was born in the US as well. We moved over to Australia when I was 9 and we lived over there for 11 or 12 years. And so all my formative years of golf and transitioning over to golf from tennis were all in Australia. Started to get pretty good at golf while I was in Australia at a younger age. I think for me, just being, I guess, with a nice athletic base and always playing other sports, I picked it up maybe a little quicker than a lot of people would. And I started to get pretty good at a young age. Had a nice junior and amateur career. I got to number 3 in the world amateur golf rankings when I was 16, I believe, or 17. Turned pro at 17. And then I was able to play. I've played now, I think 21 or 22 PGA Tour events, and I was able to kind of just get some good starts off the back of a good amateur career and played nicely, all relative to being a 17-year-old. And I think at the time I was very hard on myself. I was having top 20 finishes and top 30 finishes as a 17, 18-year-old, but kind of berating myself for those things, thinking I should have been finishing much higher and doing much better. And so yeah, then from there, kind of didn't get my card. I missed out my first year on those. At the time, it was the Korn Ferry Tour playoffs, which kind of guaranteed Korn Ferry status. I missed out on that by zero point 0.3 FedEx Cup points my first year after my starts. Ryan Gibson, actually, he chipped in on the last hole at the Wyndham to like push me out. It was pretty devastating at the time. So I had to shuffle around a little bit. I got onto the Korn Ferry Tour, played the Korn Ferry Tour for a few years. In the first year I played, had it not been a COVID year where they combined the 2 seasons into one, I would have gotten my PGA Tour card, but they combined them into 2 seasons. And unfortunately that second season didn't play quite as well. Kind of just kept my card. And the year after, unfortunately I got injured, couldn't get a medical. The medical process on the Korn Ferry Tour is quite tricky. Once you played kind of 6 events in a season, it's just bad luck. So I had to sit out most of the season, lost my card, and that kind of got me thinking towards the YouTube stuff. And while I don't have status, how can I kind of still be really involved in high level golf, but also create kind of an extra income that would fund my professional golf? And I had a lot of buddies doing YouTube, knew a bit about it, did a video at Rick Shields at my home course in Florida. He kind of let me in on everything, and I was like, well, let's have a crack at this. And it's become a whole other thing. That's kind of like the quick 30-second recap, or probably a bit longer than 30 seconds of kind of my backstory and yeah, how we got here.